Another one of my videos. I thought I would do a quick video before I go off to one of my favorite places, Disneyland, which is why I have a little starfish in my hair, and I tried to kind of attempt to curl my hair and give a little bit of mermaid-esque waves. I usually use the wand curler, but sometimes it could be too tight of curls, so I wanted to try the clamp one for the very first time in I don't even know how many years it's been since I've used one. So and whatever, but I even got the little pearl earrings, and my lipstick is actually called Coral, so I really wanted to get into the theme of a little bit of a mermaid. So anyways, today's video I'm going to be talking about liquid eyeliners. I absolutely adore liquid liners. They are my favorite. I do catwing eyeliner every single day, basically. Whenever I don't wear it, it looks completely off. And so liquid liner, I find, is just the most pigmented and very black for my catwing eyeliner. No one wants a grayish kind of looking eyeliner look. So the ones I'm going to be talking about here today, I'm going to be doing kind of a little review of all three of them. And it's going to be the Wet n Wild H2 Proof, and this is just in Ultra Black. And this is the NYC eyeliner, liquid liner, just in called Black. And then this is the e.l.f. Precision Liquid Eyeliner, and this is in black as well. So they're all from the drugstore, and they all are just basically $3. So it's a very good steal on all of them. And so I'm going to talk about the H2 Proof. So this is the only one that claims to be waterproof. So that one is going to be right here. I swatched them all beforehand so that they would give time to dry. So here goes the H2 Proof. As you can see, it kind of bleeds out. So that's what I don't like about it. When I put it on, I have a very hard time with this because this tip right here is absolutely stiff. It is ridiculously hard. It's not flexible. It's not like a brush where you can just brush it on. It's like a very hard, stiff sponge. So it's very hard to apply the product onto your eyelids and to make it very smooth. I feel like it drags on because it's so hard. It's not a brush that easily glides onto your eyeliner. So if it had a different brush, I think it would be so much better. I wish it didn't have this brush on it. And it's pretty darn black. I wouldn't say it's the blackest of them all. It's probably the least black. And yeah, so still pretty good of an eyeliner. And then I'm going to be doing a little test to show you just how they all compare with water on top of them. Now the next one is going to be the NYC eyeliner. This is the liquid liner, and this is right here in the middle. This is the blackest one, as you can see, and it's very, very matte. When you see this has a brush, it's just a very, very matte black, and it dries into a matte. This one took the longest to dry. And I do like this brush. I love just a brush tip instead of that sponge tip applicator. It's really good to apply on. However, this one, I don't know if I just had a bad one, but when I put it onto my eyes, it kind of gave my eyes a really stingy sensation, like it hurt. So, and I tried it again just to see, and it still did the same thing. So I don't know if it's just this one, if I should try picking up another one, because it is very, very black. However, you'll see what happens when water is on top of it. So, and then my favorite one is the e.l.f. Liquid Precision Eyeliner. This is my favorite of all them brushes. It has a little bit longer of a brush compared to the NYC liquid liner, and it's very thin, so it helps me get a very, very clean cat eye point right there at that tip. No one wants a super unless you really wanted the thick one on its own, but I like to have just a little bit of a thin and just that very good pointy tip, and that's what really helps me out. This one, these two, remember, don't claim to be waterproof. It's that one, the Wet n Wild's, that is the H2 Proof, okay? However, this one, I use this every single day. I work in a restaurant and still does not smudge or transfer anywhere on me. So I have a wet cotton little ball here. And so remember, this is Wet n Wild, this is NYC, and then this is e.l.f. So I'm just going to apply the same pressure and just swipe down just to show you how they all compare. As you can see, NYC is the worst one when it comes to smudging, and it just comes off like crazy. So I'm going to flip it on the other side, and I'm just going to swipe it the other way. The smudge is actually from the NYC. This one's not really smudging, so same pressure. And if you can see the e.l.f., this is what I want to show you. So this one stays on very, very well. The e.l.f., it doesn't smudge. What it does when it's coming off, it flakes off. It doesn't smudge off. And you only can get that flaking is if you're like honestly super like rubbing your eyes, and then I notice it'll flake off. But other than that, it doesn't smudge. The Wet n Wild though, it stays on like crazy. It is wonderfully like staying power, and it should be. It is H2 proof. That's the one that claims. Remember, e.l.f. doesn't claim to be that. Neither does NYC, but it smudges like no other. So there you go. And again, e.l.f. right there just still stays on pretty well. Again, it's just the flaking. NYC comes off like crazy. Wet n Wild stays on pretty darn well. However, again, the pigmentation isn't as black. That sponge tip I really hate to work with, so that is why e.l.f. is absolutely my favorite, because that flaking only happens if I'm rubbing my eyes like crazy, and I don't rub my eyes because I don't want to mess up my makeup, so it still stays throughout the day. So I hope this was very helpful to show you my little liquid liners. I know it can be a little bit tough when you start with liquid liners. They are a little tricky to get the hang of, so if you're starting out, I would maybe recommend felt tip eyeliners. They kind of help you out because they're just a little bit more stiff, and it has a little bit more pigmentation too, but the only thing is, yeah, this one's just a little bit lighter right there, and it just kind of helps beginners with the whole doing that cat wing, especially it has like its already little point right there, so it's very precise for you. But liquid liner is the most pigmented and the blackest you'll get in eyeliners, and I absolutely love that. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, you can list it below. Bye, gorgeouses.